All right, so Dave, just to give you a heads up here, we have on the call today real estate agents in the areas that we are assigned to as far as the zip codes. Since we never really did business in those areas up north, we have invited uh, real estate agents that we work with very closely on Facebook, uh, or people that we're connected with, actually not work together with, but people that we're connected with on Facebook. And we're attempting to engage with some real estate agents in that area who could potentially partner up with us in this program. And I wanted you to kind of describe a little bit about this program, because we're new to it, and we've experienced a couple things that you've already mentioned to us in the beginning of our training. But in order for us to really make this work, I think it's better if it'd be helpful if you can elaborate a lot of the things that you shared with us. And I am recording this conversation, this meeting, so that we can use it for training purposes as well. So just wanted to give you that heads up. So Dave, I'm going to pass it to you.
Awesome. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the time. All the agents out there, I know Zillow has good reputation with some people, not so good with some people. I promise you this, I'm not going to, can you guys hear me okay? Okay. I promise I'm not going to ask you for money. So I know that's a little weird for a Zillow guy to say, that's your money. I want to chat with you guys about some of the things that that our top lenders, some of the best practices with them in regards to the agents. So it's ironic. This program is called Lender Connect. It's all about lenders. It's lender exclusive. A lot of agents have no idea what the hell it is. But it's a situation where the agent aspect of it is literally the key to success with it. Okay, so you're familiar with Premier Agent probably, whether you've done it or you've had some experience in the past or word of mouth. Some people like it, some people don't. You're probably familiar with co-marketing as well, which is where the lender takes half the bill, and it's basically Premier Agent where the lender is kind of involved as well. This is nothing like that. They don't fill out 2 or 3 questions. They fill out 15 questions. They come through. Most of them don't have an agent. 80% of them. That's not fluff. That's a real stat from the past 6 years that I've been on the program. It's because of where they are kind of in the program. These people are a little bit less, the shiny property. These people are more like, hey, I kind of want to buy a house. I've been renting too long. You know, I know I'm qualified, but I want to take the first step and kind of see financially, get my ducks in a row. In regards to the agent aspect of this, you guys, what I've seen and I've observed over the past 6 years is there's an incredible, epic disconnect between the lenders and the agents in regards to this program. Okay, and what I mean by that is my top lenders with the top producing agents that are attached to them on this program, they know that when they connect with a lead, when a lender connects with a lead and the lead's ready, pre-approved, ready to go, it's easy to call an agent and say, hey, I got a gold bar. Here you go. That's easy. No instructions necessary, right? A lot of these people will not get pre-approved right away, right? Ellie Mae says, all the stats say that 71% of them will close within 10 months. That's crazy. It might as well be from you and that lender, but here's what happens. I know it and you know. Someone that isn't quite ready with a lender won't give them to an agent right away. Why? Because there's this great disconnect where agents think that, you want me to show properties people are not pre-approved, right? That's not the case. In that conversation never takes place that says, oh, no, wait. All I need you to do is say hi. All I need you to do is take this lead offline. No one's saying you got to go show properties someone's not pre-approved. If you want to operate under the rule of 1, that's great. I know some of the top producers in Washington that operate under that, and they're crazy wealthy, right? But it's about you. It's about taking that lead offline, you guys. Right? I'll say that again. It's about taking that lead offline. Because if I have an appointment with Alex or one of Alex's teammates to get pre-approved because I said, oh, we're not quite ready to do the credit yet and things like that. We're going to really move forward end of next month. That person is going to move forward at the end of next month or within the next 2 months. Like there's a good chance, especially in today's climate. it might as well be from you guys. So what do? We say, awesome. We put it on the calendar. We say, okay, we're no problem, no pressure, we're great. But what I've trained our lenders to do, what I've been taught by my guys that spend 150 grand a month on this thing, and realtors move mountains to work with this man, by the way, is that what he does is he'll call a realtor and he'll say, hey Joshua, I got Steve Dorn on the line. He's in the Lake Stevens area. He's about a month and a half out, but I want to introduce you. Steve, this is Joshua. He's awesome. He's the man. He's gonna be the one showing you houses. And you guys have a nice conversation. And most importantly, you say, our folks love the fact, me and Joshua's folks love the fact, me and Angela's folks love the fact, me and Mel's folks, they love the fact that we are a one-stop shop. We are the whole package. We are your family. If you have questions between now and the next month when Alex's team gets you pre-approved, just shoot me a text message. The good news is we no longer have to keep filling out random things online to ask a simple question about a property, to go on Redfin, Zillow, realestate.com, realtor.com, Trulia, on and on and on. There's beautiful, shiny things, especially leading up to the point when they're about to have that meeting and get pre-approved. Look what happens, guys. You know it. Every agent here knows it. What happens is I ask a stupid question to a pretty face next to a property. Someone calls me and says, oh, I can help you. Hey, is this a 3-bedroom or 4-bedroom? The ad says 4, only shows pictures of 3. Is this in the Pilchuck School District? Hey, does this have a finished basement? Whatever the case may be. And now we're screwed. Now someone's involved that didn't need to be. That should have been a text message to you, right? That should have been a text message to you. You respond, oh yeah, man, it's delivery. Yeah, cool. Hey, do you know, let me put you in the automatic emailer. You know, it keeps them in the family. I know I'm speaking like elementary to a lot of you guys, but do we really do this when we get off the phone? Everything makes sense, but we have to, because someone's going to call them. Yeah, I can help you. Yeah, no problem. What's the first question you guys ask? Are you pre-approved? Well, I connected with someone named Alex. He's really nice. He was good at, but did he pull her credit? Oh, he did? Yeah, he's weird. Talk to my guy. We can't compete with conversations we don't know are happening. And that's what happens. Alex chalks it up as another crap internet lead, moves on with his life. And it's a shame to me. It's a tragedy. That could have been your lead. We just got to keep it in the family. So the best thing to do is once they have a conversation, if they get a good conversation with somebody, they can push for the pre-approval. Giddy up, let's do that. That's what Alex's team's always going to try to do. But there's going to be a lot of people that are future buyers that will buy, that we want. Those are called the in-betweenies, right? Those are the ones that's the backbone of this program. This is different than Premier Agent, where people are stimulated by the property. It's either going to be someone that's hot to trot, or it's going to be a 16-year-old in their mom's living room, dreaming, right? We want to be in a situation where we capture everything. It all belongs to you guys. You know, if you get a call from Alex or one of his teams, if you get a call or a text message, eventually he's going to grow to the point where he has a few agents in each county. This is going to happen. This happens to a few of my guys. Saba, who's on the call right now, he also has a few of his lenders that have grown to this extent. What will happen is he's going to get to a point where he has a text message. He'll send it out to a few agents and he'll say lead ? He's not going to say the yeah, Saba, go ahead and share a screen, man, if you want. You've got something to go on with this. But he's going to have a situation where he's going to text somebody and say lead ? He's not going to send the lead information. And then whoever's ready to accept that lead conversation might be a pre-approval, might be someone that's going to be buying in the near future, but you're going to respond with yes. Yes. Then he's literally immediately going to call you. And the introduction is going to tell you where they are in the process. Hey, let's say Saba's my agent. Hey, Saba, I got Josh Studebaker on the line. I do have him pre-approved. He'd like to see some properties this weekend. Want to introduce you to the person that's going to be having some fun. You know, Josh, this is Saba. He gets the fun job. He gets to show you houses. And next thing you know, you're doing the damn thing. It's really not rocket science, but what happens, I'll say this again, is lenders are afraid to look like they're shoveling shit over the fence to agents, right? I want to be seen as giving gold bars. At the end of the day, agents usually think that if a lender calls with somebody, they expect them to show properties. Once we kind of bridge that gap, we're like, hey, no, that's not the case. We just want to treat everyone like a customer. What it's going to cost, here's what you're getting. What you're getting from Alex's team is someone that's filled out a 15-page questionnaire. Alex has vetted the contact information. Anyone's done leads can stop there and be a lead, right? they've vetted the contact information, they've identified this person does not have an agent and they're open to chatting with you, and you didn't pay a dime for it. Sound good so far? And of course, right? Here's what they need from you. Go and say hi. Help them fill both your pipelines. And get, also you can't skip the step. You want to tell the person that we are your go-to. Tell them that the value of, hey, no longer do you have to keep spending information online. Between now and you're ready, you are in control. Between now and you're ready, you got questions about properties and fun things in the area, shoot them over to so-and-so. Save them in your phone. That's all you got to do. And I don't care what you say to get them to get put in a email drip, NMLS notifier. I forget what it's called. But the great house porn, right? Where I get a notification of beautiful houses. I don't care if you say, hey, we get our NMLS listings before Zillow does. Make sure your eyes are on this before the rest of the country. That's easy. We all say yes to we as in the customers. I've never been a realtor, never been a home loan officer. Bought my first house 8 years ago. So I could say, we like that. Right? And if you point out the fact that it no longer has to be scary online, right now you're covered. You got so-and-so for house questions, and you got so-and-so. Watch how many more deals you have with that lender if that lender just waited until they're pre-approved and called you. You will get so many more deals across the finish line. Saba, you're going to go over some stuff, but
just quickly, just to speak to Dave's point, I mean, it's so crucial to take these people offline and quickly, right? I mean, at the end of the day, the interest is still around the home. I just wanted to kind of share with everybody the funnel that the consumer goes through to become a lead on long form. So the consumer is looking at the home and they have a decision here. It's either we hit contact the agent. That's the traditional co-marketing funnel that realtors here probably have some experience with. Name, phone number, email. If this box is checked, which mine is, I go through this all the time, then it would get populated to the lender on file. If not, it would just go to the agent. In the case of the consumer that comes through this funnel, they're opting to get pre-qualified. Like Dave said, a lot of the mindset there is still, I have to prepare to buy, but I think everybody on this call knows how quick we go from preparation to I'm trying to make an offer on a home, especially in the market right now. So the consumer kind of goes through this funnel initially, but the value of them getting to talk to a realtor and share with them how excited they are about putting their kid in a new school district, about getting a home that has 2 stories, a backyard where they don't smell their neighbors cooking, that stuff is invaluable, right? And you get to just focus on the fun stuff, the butterflies, the rainbows, and you get them right back to Alex and his team. Listen, guys, want to make sure we help you identify your purchase power. I'm just as excited about you or about getting into Snohomish County as you are. And I think these are the next steps that are going to get us there. So if you look at this consumer here, are you a first-time home buyer? That's the first question that we ask them. And the majority are first-time home buyers. Do you have a realtor? About 75 to 80% of these consumers don't have an agent. Where are you at in your home buying journey? How will you use your home? Are you a veteran? So like, as you can tell, like it's not something that they're usually rifling through. Like, is there fears at the end of the funnel? Sure. Especially when they get on the phone with a mortgage professional that starts talking about a 30-year, $2,400 mortgage payment. But if we can bring them to reality, talk with them about the home, get them excited, oftentimes they're really maybe even eager to get into the financing portion. How much do you have for a down payment? What's your annual income? What's your credit score? And I just want to highlight quickly here that there are funnels in place. So if these consumers have had a bankruptcy or foreclosure in the last 7 years, if they're under a 620 reported credit score, if they have less than 3% down, those don't come through as leads. So just know that the conversations you're having with these people, they should be in a position based off of what they've reported to actually have a serious conversation. All right, are you self-employed? Have you had a bankruptcy? What language do you prefer? And then the 3 final screens, almost there, what's your name? Nice to meet you, what's your email address? This is all encrypted. What's the best number to reach you? A lender will call you to discuss your options. So I just wanted to bring to light what the consumer sees.
And
the final funnel.
Go ahead, sorry.
No, I'm so sorry, Dave. Just the final funnel screen for them on Zillow and in an email. Thanks for providing your information, Saba. Alex is looking forward to working with you and we'll be in touch soon to discuss your loan options. Right. So as a realtor partner, like you're already set up. You're just, hey guys, listen, I'm calling with your Zillow team. Looks like Alex received your request. He wanted me to see how you can help. Blah, 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 blah.
This is pretty in your
face,
you, Dave. Guys. Yeah, no, thank you. So what you saw was the last question was, we're going to have a lender reach out to you shortly. What's the best number for them to call? Did you notice that that wasn't the fine print that a lender is going to call you? The fine print was below. Hey, you know, a lender's going to call you if you do this, right? But in the top, it was like, boom, this is what's going to happen. Blah, blah, blah. They put it in and they click a button. If you saw the button, it literally said submit to lender. It wasn't even like a next button. So they do everything they can to be as transparent as possible. This is what's going to happen. Then this, you saw that random dude, Michael. It would be, if it was Alex's lead, that would be Alex. You didn't see a bunch of other things and hates blasted off to everyone and their mom, and everyone's got to call this person. Now this person hates the world because you're the seventh person to call him. It's literally a one-on-one match, and then Zillow backs off. We don't have them. You know, we don't blast information to multiple people. The only thing that usually gets people to do that, let's face it, because less than 5% of our leads actually do that. So the only thing that gets people to not do that, or to do that, excuse me, is if they don't get a call. Most of the time when I call a lender, you know, for like our 1 week follow-up, they just came on. The veterans kind of know this, but hey, I called this guy and he said he was already talking to a lender. Well, I look up the lead and I'm like, this dude came through at 10:10. When did you call him? Well, right away. Well, what's right away mean? Well, I called him within 15 minutes. Okay. At 10:18, 8 minutes after he came out, he actually clicked someone that has information sent to someone else. Right? So my lenders in my book that I get to work with, Alex and his team, they're in the mindset of, I'm going to call a lead within 2 minutes. We're going to call you within 2 minutes. If they say, whoa, we're doing the right thing. We're having a conversation, boom, boom, boom. Here's what happens. Sometimes Alex's team reach out and they say, this is Dave on Alex's team. Looks like you have real estate questions. What's going on? That's the edge I give to my lenders because I want them to encompass everything. Why? Because if that person clicked on a, let's say they clicked on a realtor before the lead, before, right? And they asked questions about a house and the realtor didn't call them. People are impatient. Do you know sometimes they actually click on the only other clickable thing on that property, which is what? Get pre-qualified, which Saba just showed you. So next thing you know, they're filling out this mortgage questionnaire, but they're actually motivated by the property. That happens a lot. Those are viable buyers, especially to the agents, right? So Alex wants to capture those people too. So his folks are reaching out and they're saying, hey, this is Dave on Alex's team. Looks like he has some real estate questions. Notice how I didn't say mortgage, this and that. I want them to reach out so that if they are motivated by the mortgage or by the agent piece, the property, I want them to be able to say, you know, oh, hey, Alex, thanks for reaching out. Are you the realtor? At that time, they're going to say, no, that's Patricia. Patricia? Patricia? That's Patricia. No, that's Joshua. No, that's Fred. He's going to call you in a few minutes. He gets the fun job. I'm actually partnered with them. I wanted to reach out and say hi, introduce myself before you chatted with the agent. You know, boom, boom, boom. There's nothing wrong with that. I wanted to cross the, want to see how you guys cross the bridge if the financing goes. So they're always going to try to get that in mind for you. But once in a while, if the person's motivated by the property, they might not even have a mortgage conversation. Alex's team is just going to try to get that lead in your hands. And if that happens, where they call you and they say, hey, we didn't talk about mortgage, the financing. They wanted to kind of just talk about the property. Great. Obviously, you guys know to do everything you can to get that back to Alex, you know, and get that pre-approval done and so forth, of course, right? But know that you will get people that come through that are not going to be perfectly qualified right away. No one's saying you got to go burn, you know, spin your tires and show a bunch of properties to someone that can't finance a paperback, okay? But because you're only spending 5 to 10 minutes on a potential commission, a potential future buyer, future partner, future reoccurring buyer, future referral, let's go ahead and give them that. If Alex's team calls you, pick up the phone. Don't be in the mindset of, I need to have 10 minutes available to pick up the phone. All you need to do is pick up the phone and say, hi, you matter to me. You've been heard. I'm the one that's going to be taking care of you. No need to click on anyone else. Alex's team is great. I get to have some fun. We get to look at some houses when the time's right after you get pre-approved. Let's chat about what kind of house you're looking for. That's the fun stuff, right? You know, and by the way, tell them too, I'm in the middle of a pre-approval. I'm in the middle of a showing. We're inherently drawn to people like that. He's doing for them what he's about to, or she's doing for them what she's about to do for me, right? There's a lot of psychology to that. And check this out. You're off the phone in 2 minutes, no harm, no foul, but you secure that lead, that future, you know, conversation. You've made Alex's team look good because you actually picked the phone. The worst thing you can do is for Alex to call you and to be wah, 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 and not pick up the phone. It's terrible. It's a joke, honestly. So if you got 2 minutes, pick up the phone. You know, granted, it'd be better if you had 5 to 10 to 15 minutes, but at least do that so you can schedule some time. They feel heard, they feel like they're escalating, they're moving forward, and so forth. So the way people kind of do this, so people that see the light, they'll usually start off and they'll start to do the email, right? To get that connection with them. You know, oh, I got a realtor that's really great. I'd like to connect them. I want Alex's team to say, hey, before we let you off the phone, I want to introduce you to so you guys got very exotic name. Charlie. I want to introduce you to Charlie. He's my guy in the area. He's awesome. He works with a lot of military. I want to introduce you to him. He's going to be the one to show you houses, you know, when we're ready to kind of look. And then I'd like him to call Charlie and do an introduction. You know, and secure that lead and take that lead offline. By the way, Charlie's going to answer any questions you have between now and when I get you pre-approved. So you don't have to keep sending your information out. Does anyone have any thoughts around that? Can you guys see how this is done incorrectly with like 70% of online leads, maybe even 80%? Anyone have any comments on that or questions? Do you guys kind of understand it and agree with it? Yeah?
Yeah, don't. Sorry about that. Yeah, the only thing on our end is we have had a lot of success when we do get a hold of, so far, when we do get a hold of these these leads within the first 59 seconds. So that's our mission here with my team, to get a hold of these buyers or these prospects, and then we are not getting off that phone unless we have someone on standby to do a conference call with, or immediately after we hang up, we tee it up so that we can do a group text so that you can quick follow up to reach out to them. So the only thing that we have to have figured out between our real estate management team and our real estate partners is some sort of signal that we can send, like he was saying earlier, lead. I think that'll work. If we text you lead with the question mark, whoever responds first, for the sake of business to work. Because this whole ecosystem, in my mind, the only way it's going to work is if not only, I mean, I'm committed to investing in the leads long term, regardless of whether the first realtor gets it, the second realtor gets it, or the third. We're eventually going to get this part right on our end. So eventually that's going to work out. But it also helps Zillow, in my mind, and Dave's team if they see us closing loans and seeing more positive testimonials. Same thing with the real estate partners. So this is something that it requires a long-term commitment. There's going to be some work involved. Our team right here is ready to do the work. We just need people, the partners that can see this as a long-term commitment and that are the work. So what Dave is saying is, the very first initial contact isn't even putting in the work. It's just saying hi. So that's what I'm hearing. And if we can have that commitment, we're off to a good start.
You are. Yeah. Just the fact that what you're saying, Alex, the fact that you are already pushing for priority number one, that immediate conference call, and then priority number two, the group text, if you can't get them on the phone right then, is, I'm telling you right now, man, you're a year ahead of some of my other top producers. It took them a year to kind of get that realization. Agents, this is going to take a little bit of work. It will get easier as time goes on. So, you know, with other things you're building up, it's going to get more challenging. Not the case. You guys will become a well-oiled machine where he sends out a text message that says lead question mark, you know, to you, to a group of you, whatever. When you respond with yes, that means I can take a call. It's very simple. When they call you, they're going to tell you where they are with that lead. This is so-and-so, this is where we are, pretty much. And then you'll know it's one of two things. One, they're pre-approved, it's boogie, right? Let's go look at the house this weekend, let's figure that out, right? Or, you know, number one. Or two, it's gonna be, let's solidify this, let's take them offline, let's establish deal control, and let's develop some rapport and have some fun. I mean, it's one or the other, you know? So yeah, it's fantastic. And it takes a while to get there, and it's okay. It takes a while to become a well-oiled machine on this thing, but it will get easier as you start to get, and that's kind of interesting to say, as you get more value.
And I guess, Dave, my other question would be, just so that my potential partners here can hear this question, is if we get the system down and we get comfortable and we start get things going systematically, do you have plenty of leads that we can buy from you?
So this program, we only let 2,000 lenders on at any given time across the United States. So it is an exclusive program that we don't let every lender participate in. So Alex is looking to grow, and we are looking to accommodate that. So yes, I'm gonna do the best. You're talking to the right guy. And my personal friend and my colleague Saba he's at the top echelon as well. So I'm gonna get you what you need. So as far as that goes, the more leads that I can. Go ahead. So.
I mean, and the nice thing about being an active lender on the platform is you go on a priority wait list. So if you have to wait a little while, we can maximize the opportunities you currently have, re-engage past leads. And Dave isn't kidding. If there's opportunity, whether it's in the direct market you're in or neighboring, while we wait for your market to come available, Dave will find it.
We're the ones that'll get it for you, for sure. You're in good hands. In regards to growth and so forth, it's important to kind of have all the systems in play and have the right people in play. So with Alex, be honest of what you can handle. It's better to be honest with what you can handle than to drop things on the floor, right? You never want to claim the lead or to say you're available and nothing. It's kind of strong. Yeah.
All right. Well, I really appreciate that feedback, because that tells me that it's even more important that we partner up with the right real estate partners, even though, we haven't met some of these people, but we'll go through some test runs on making sure that we can interact with each other. So I appreciate that feedback. So we have the opportunity. We're not there yet. We have to kind of prove ourselves and work our way up there. But as long as we're willing to do that, it sounds like we have a competitive edge just by staying committed with you. That's what it sounds like to me.
Absolutely. It's a tremendous opportunity for agents, guys. You're literally getting fed lead flow of people that have filled out a longer questionnaire. The leads information has been, Josh was smiling right now. You should be smiling. The contact information has been verified by these people, by Alex's team. And you're calling, and you just sit back and get fed. The only thing that's required of you is to do your job, the best of your ability, have some fun, talk about the properties with passion, take them offline and do the damn thing, right? And then of course, reciprocation and loyalty plays a factor in that, or it will eventually for sure. I think we all know that, but it's a situation where it's a tremendous opportunity. And the agents that I've connected with, and I don't talk to a lot of agents, I work exclusively with lenders, but the agents I talk to that are on the upper echelon of lenders that are super dialed in and are building and have built what Alex is building and will have built very shortly, they'll move mountains to work with these people. So, of course, I've had agents say, and these are successful agents. These aren't brand new. They've said, "Oh my God, he's 25% of my business." Imagine getting fed lead flow. Next thing you know, you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 leads in a month that you've been fed, right? Let's say 2 of them, 3 of them come into fruition, within the next 2 months. Like, that's incredible. And we're just getting this puppy rolling. So anyways, I appreciate you guys. If you ever want to, talk about what's going on or best practice, we'll get better over time. Your process will get better over time. Eventually, I'm going to connect with you guys once you get going and we're rocking and rolling. Everyone's, killing it. I will eventually talk to you about how we can move the needle, where I'm having him send you, in certain markets, PDFs of leads that you have any contact with. Watch how many people respond when now you're sending a text message that says, "Hey, looks like you were matched with Alex's team, and he said he'll be helping with your home loan when you're ready. I get to handle the fun side. I get to talk about properties and show you properties when you're ready." You start talking about, "Hey, Lake Stevens is beautiful. Are you still thinking, you guys will actually induce conversations on leads that we don't make contact with. There's some extracurricular things that we can do on the back end. We'll obviously cover that later down the road, but there's some additional opportunity for you guys to take some of those leads, because half of the leads you don't make contact with. That's just the nature of the beast, right? Half of these you don't make contact with, 20% of the information is bad, but there's still, 20 to 30% of the lead information that just kind of got busy and they didn't pick up the phone, right? So there's opportunity for agents to actually induce conversations from a text message and an email, not even a call. So there's some things that we can do for my top producers, the best practice age lead re-engagement that we'll cover down the road. I'll cover that with Alex, and he'll bring in a select amount of agents to kind of participate in that and get some more deals on it. So I don't want to go down too far down the rabbit hole. Any other questions about kind of the process and kind of, I know it's kind of a high level situation here we're talking about, but any other questions about the lead flow, the program in general, or what to expect? Cool.
I think we're good to go. David, thank you very much for your time. I don't know who Michael Culberson is, but all right. Yep, I think we're good to go.
Okay,
Thank
guys.
you for doing this for us.
Anytime, Alex. You let me know. I'll be here anytime of the day. Appreciate you.
All right.
All right, guys. Talk to you later.
Thank you.